Hi friends, it's Laura. Happy Wednesday. I hope that you're doing well. I am coming to you today all haggard and sweaty and disgusting to bring you a really massive haul. I need you to go get a beverage or a snack or something because you're going to need to entertain yourself while I'm telling you all about all the stuff that I found because there's so much stuff. A little tiny bit of backstory. This was not really an estate sale yet. It was like a pre-sale that the estate sale company was doing. So I believe one of my viewers, Dory, thank you so much, Dory, hi, told me about this estate sale company that was opening up a home to dealers before they do the whole estate sale. The home was like kind of too packed and chaotic for them to just open a sale up to the public. So they were calling in for dealers to come and make purchases in bulk prior to opening the sale up to the rest of the public. The estate sale company described the house as being very clothing heavy, meaning a lot of clothing there. The clothing was a mix of vintage to modern, and nobody had been living in the house for years, is what she said. Also that it was like filthy. So I was excited because like nobody's living there for years, tons of clothes, vintage and modern. I'm there, right? Like I'm pumped. So I went there. I did get a lot of stuff, and I do think there's pieces in there that are going to be very worth my while. But I'm a little disappointed at what I got. I was hoping for I love 70s and earlier. This is a lot of 90s and it's a lot of plus size. And the plus size part of that isn't bad. But the problem is that plus size stuff in the 90s was like not great. Do you know what I mean? Like they didn't really make a ton of attractive stuff for plus size people in the 90s. And it's a lot of like TJ Maxx kind of stuff. And so that's not the stuff I really got, but you'll see what I got. We'll get there. After that estate sale, I went to a church thrift, hoping to kind of salvage a little bit more of my trip, hoping to find some more stuff that I'd be able to use in my Whatnot show on Thursday. And then after that, because that also was disappointing, I went to my regular thrift that I would normally go to tomorrow. And I got some stuff there. Also a little disappointing, but I'm going to go through everything that I got. So I'm going to start off with the church sale because it's the tiniest haul. We're actually going to work back church, then my thrift, and then the estate sale stuff. So at the church sale, I got all this yarn, but this is for a friend of mine. But it's just got really cool. Like if you're a yarn person, I don't know, a lot of like all sorts of really pretty stuff. The sad part is I'm pretty sure that like the pinks and purples, those are my colors, not really hers. I didn't feel like they had great stuff for her colors, but I got all this yarn that was like really texturally interesting and like probably expensive if you're getting it somewhere besides a thrift or estate sales, but you know, always a great place to source yarn if you do that stuff. So I got that for my friend. And then I got this mug to resell, this big hug mug. This is a legit like 80s made by FTD. And I think that they make some reproductions now because when I tried to look it up real quick, I was seeing some stuff that looked like a wrong yellow color. It was weird. But this was featured in the movie, I think it's called True Detective with Matthew McConaughey, and he has one of these, and it kind of became like a weird thing that everybody wanted. It doesn't sell for tons of money, usually between 15, 20. I think the most I've seen it go for is around 25-ish, but I think it's like $15 right now. So I grabbed it because it's easy to list. I've sold it multiple times through Etsy. So I'll just copy the listing info, take new photos, and that'll be it. I mean, I'll do it through Vendu and post it everywhere, but you know, it's not going to make me $1 million. And then the third thing I got was this dress. And this is very pretty, but it's fucking disgusting, as you can see, right? Like, look at this. It's gross. But it's a really pretty dress, 90s. And this is made by Nostalgia. And it definitely needs a real good soak. This is almost worse than most of the estate sale stuff. And that was sitting in an abandoned house for years. So for the yarn, the dress, and the mug, I paid $15. It's a little bit much, but it was like a little church thrift, you know, and you're like, okay, fine, just take it and be happy and thank you. All right, now I'm going to move on to my thrift store haul from today. And it was all right. Again, I don't have a ton of stuff that's going to be great for my show on Thursday, but we're going to make it happen. And if I really, like worst case scenario, I might have to run to the laundromat tomorrow, which I don't want to do. But if I have to do it, then, you know, I'll do it. So I'm going to start off with this. This is a jumpsuit. It's really cool. This is like, you know, a metallic gold, sort of dolman sleevey, and then black satin pants. It's neat. Most of the stuff I got today was not on sale, which is really frustrating. So I paid $10 for this. So that means that this will go on Whatnot like with a $20 starting bid, which is still kind of leaving me like not, you know, $20 starting bid gets me like $17, and then this was 10. You know what I mean? Like it's not tons of money, but you got to do what you got to do, right? This thing I got, I'm probably going to offer it up on Whatnot. I don't know if it'll sell. This was $8. It's, as you can see, it's this like very open knit. This is a linen and silk blend, right? And here's the bottom. It's very like, I don't know, dune, you know, very sort of lag look. This is a brand, I think it's called Skiff. And it's like Skiffo or something. I had never heard of it before. There's this little cute little metal guy there, but I'll show you the tag on the inside. And it had some decent comps on eBay, like not a million. I think I can style this really cool, but I don't know. You know, when I Skiff Seed for Peace. So I looked up that direct term and I really didn't find much, but there was a Skiff, so S-K-I-F, and then the second word was Skiffo, S-K-I-F-O. And there was a bunch of pieces like that sold on eBay. They went for decent money. Like, I think this is cool. I think it can be styled really fun. I like this sort of, you know, very whatever, natural, whatever crap on the bottom. It's cool. But, you know, another fucking sweater. I love sweaters. I'm going to have such a rockin' sweater show come September, but I literally was dripping sweat onto my own face and I thought water was dripping from the ceiling today, and I'm over sweaters right now, you know, but this is cute. So this is an Express Tricot. I feel like these are always really nicely made sweaters. This is mark size small. As you can see, they're very, very oversized. This was $4, right? So, you know, that was at least not on sale, but at least it was only $4, and it's really cute, but that's going to be waiting until September because no one's going to want this. It was literally 90 degrees today. Next, this is not for Whatnot, but these were really cute pillowcases, but they're like weird quilted. Like, look how cute they are. And then they have zippers, which I love. I just love the zipper pillowcases. These were $2. So these will go up on, like, you know, all the platforms, Etsy, eBay, all that jazz. All that jazz. And that's what they look like inside. So very kitschy, goofy, whatever. All right, let's see. Next, I have this shirt. I've gotten a few pieces by this brand from my thrift in the past few weeks, months. So it's just fun colors, you know. I like the tag more than I like the shirt, honestly, but it's very cute. I feel like that's what I look like right now. No. This was $4, and this is made in India, 100% rayon. So I think it's cute. You know, like this isn't totally my jam, but I really love the colors. And I think that a lot of my buyers, oh, look at the print in here. It's actually really pretty. I like that. I think a lot of my buyers will like that. Let's see. Next up is this dress. This is like a 70s into 80s kind of polyester thing. Again, like it's cute, but you know, it's not like blowing my socks off. Let's see. There's no tags in this. This was $6. It might be handmade. I think the silhouette will look prettier once it's on. It's got kind of a blousy top to it. And I like sort of the fall color palette on this. It's polyester. Let's see. Next, what is this thing? Oh, these are cool. I'm going to put these on Whatnot, even though I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to do it. These are, I think they're 80s era. Hold on, I'll show you the tag in a minute. Look at these ridiculous pants, right? So silly. Tapered, very soft. Platinum Everywhere. And it's by Michael somebody or another, who I don't know, whatever. Mike Christian. So I looked these up on eBay, and I forget, they sold for like 40, 50 bucks, something like that. There was one sold. So I'll put them up on Whatnot. How much did I pay for these? These were, they were only $4, so that's not bad. So that was cool. then that's hard to show you. I'll show you anyway, but let's do this one first. This is again cute. This was $4, and I think it's neat. The other thing, I think that some of my enthusiasm for a lot of these pieces is very diminished right now because there's so much polyester, and the thrift store also had no fucking air conditioning. It was such a disgusting day. I was just dripping and gross and covered in grime from the estate sale, and it was just like a very unpleasant experience all around in that regard. It made me very sad. All right, this thing, you're not going to be able to get a sense for what's going on here because I had a hard time, but this is kind of a romper. It is a romper. So there's shorts down here, but it's like a cutout kind of romper. So this is all like open and looks ridiculous right now. So what it is it's like shorts, and they button like shorts. And then from the back, the top is attached to the shorts in the back, but then up front, it's not. And you button it down the front and then tie it at the waist. So it's got like this little cutout section in the front. It's going to be really cute. I'm going to have to do something with it's missing a button in the middle. So I'm going to have to like move a button from the top, because these are the buttons. Like, I doubt I'm going to have a button that matches. You can see it's missing. So I'll have to move one of those, but I think it'll work out. It'll be cute. And, oh, there's buttons on the pants too, but I don't think I can move any of those either. All the buttons need to be where they are. So I think I'm just going to have to move the one up top. Anyway, but that was cute, and that was $5. Not terrible. This is really pretty. This is a vintage Blanche by, hold on. Blanche by Ralph Montanaro. Why is this tag such a mess? Blanche by Ralph Montanaro. I feel like these lingerie pieces are always really simple, but very pretty. They're kind of along the lines of Olga, but a little bit like Olga's got a little bit more going on. I don't know what that even says. I'm trying to show you, but it's all wrinkly, and I think it says Plymouth. Olga has more lace embellishment and stuff. And I'll show you this. This is just very like kind of chic usually, you know, like it's very plain, but this is going to fit so pretty. You've got that little band that goes under here, and then it's going to be like a pretty low cut, right? It's really pretty. So that'll be nice. And this was, this was $4. So I was excited about that. Next up, let's see. I've got this thing, which I thought was really cool, and I like the sleeves a lot. This was $4, which is like so, it's one of these sort of Asian jacket / blouse things, right? I love this stuff. I think it's really cool. And I like that the sleeves are a little wider on this. This was $4, which I think I just told you, and I already forgot. That's the tag. So like not crazy old, you know, made in China, like maybe, I don't know, 80s, 90s. Like, but it's still really cool. And I love the color. The blue is really pretty. All right, let's see. Down to just a couple more pieces here from my thrift. This one is really fun. It's like a great mixed print blouse. This was $5. That's the tag. And, right, that's really cute. I like that a lot. All the different color designs and patterns and everything. It's really fun. So that's adorable. And then this thing is very fun. This is a 2-piece little polyester dream. This was $9. So here, and this is going to be, again, too sweaty. I'm probably going to put it in the show, but it's going to be real sweaty for this time of year. So you've got this like wider cowl neck. This color looks funky right now. It's like, it's orange, like not really tomato red kind of orange. It's more orange than that. I feel like it's looking a little tomato reddish, but it's got that shirt, right? And you've got this great like pointelle knit type of detail on the top. It doesn't really have a tag. It's got like a dumb tag, you know, like one of these guys. So that was the shirt. And then the pants are just plain polyester pants, but they've got a nice little wider straight leg, so that'll be fun. The elastic on this, not fantastic, and it's sewn to the fabric. It's not channel set, so I can't just like yank it out and stick it back in, but still good. It'll be fine. All right. Then I got this cutie. Let me do this one first. I got this. This was a very spur of the moment. This was $3. This is also like 90s Y2K era. If I can fold it up, right? So it's like a little bit metallic, stretchy. There's the tag. Burp, burp. And cute, right? All right, then this cutie. I don't know what era this is, but I think that the zipper is metal, but it's an unusual metal zipper. So stuff like this, there are these like cotton African pieces that I see a lot that kind of have a lot of detail that is similar to mid-century, but the fabric is just so like not. I think a lot of people mistake them for mid-century. So I wasn't sure if that's what this is, but this doesn't have the same kind of construction. Those African pieces have very wide hems on the inside. So it's like a serged edge, and then they put the hem together, and the sort of flaps of the hem are super wide on that type of garment a lot of times. These are just like older, seams, right? Regular seams. This does feel like cotton. The other thing is those African pieces are usually like a much heavier weight cotton. So this is really cute. Here we go. It ties at the bust, and then it's got a zipper that starts here and goes down. I'll show you the zipper because it was really interesting. So this is the pull, right? But then like, see this? It looks like, to me, I can't quite tell. It looks metal, but it also looks like blue metal, like, or painted metal. So I think I don't know, right? Like I can't quite tell. I think it's metal, which is like, very interesting. I think this is really pretty. I think it's going to be so pretty on, and it feels like cotton, and it's very exciting to me. So I grabbed it. This one was the only one that was 50% off. So this was marked as 8. I paid 4, and I do really like it. I didn't see any tags in it. But I think it's so pretty. And I would say this is probably going to be like early 70s-ish would be my guess. But again, I'm a little dubious on the details of the era just because of all the stuff I said. All right, I've got 2 things left. They're both really exciting. 2 things left of the thrift store trip. And then we're going to move on to massive, massive, massive estate sale haul. And mostly just massive estate sale haul. I think I oversold that a bit. This thing, I don't know what is going on here. I mean, I know what's going on. It's $5. And this is really cool. I have no idea how old this is, but I kind of didn't care. So it's this very gauzy, printed, like dress kind of thing, right? There are 0 tags in this that I've been able to find so far. It's very sheer, as you can tell. Let me see if you'll be able to see this print. Look at this print, though. This is why I got it. Ooh. Ladies, like all these like 20s era kind of ladies on it. And I thought it was so awesome. So I was like, all right, we're going to get it. I kind of feel like it might be silk, but I'm not positive. But it's got this fun like metallic running through it, which you can probably see. This is what all the seams look like, like not very distinct. I mean, I don't know if it's like 90s-ish, Y2K-ish. Here's the sleeves. Those are cool. I thought it was really cool. And I figure the print is so awesome that the vintage is going to be less of an issue. I felt like it was pretty enough. So we're going to see. I don't know what the fabric content is, but I suspect that when I put it on to model it, I'm going to get a really good idea because I'm either going to start sweating instantaneously or I'm not. All right. And now the final thing that I got, I don't know if I told you. Yeah, that was $5. The final thing that I got, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I don't anticipate it being put in a Whatnot show. I might keep it. Here's the thing. I paid $40 for this, which is a lot, but you're going to see it and you're going to be like, I kind of get it. And I did look it up. It does sell for nice money. I saw some of these pieces for like 200-ish and maybe more. So as she was ringing me up, I noticed one of these straps is a little fucked, and I'm going to have to figure something out with that, but we'll figure it out. So here is this. Look at this. Right? And this is this lace dress. I don't know if this is supposed to be lingerie or more like a dress. The brand on this is called Claire Pettibone, and I've never heard of it before, which means absolutely nothing. Here's where the strap is fucked, right? So you can see it's all these little flowers, but then it's unraveled here. So this strap is all, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'll figure it out. And then it also had a little like jackety guy that went with it. So it's so, so pretty. And I feel like you're not going to get any sense really of how nice this is on camera. But it's so pretty. I mean, I spent $40 on it, right? Which seems insane, but I really felt like it was beautiful. And I don't know, it's marked large. Maybe it will fit me. I mean, it'll fit me here for sure was the other part. It's not that it won't fit me. It's that will it fit me? Like, what do I have to do about what I wear underneath it is the question. But I do have like a sort of minty green slip from like the 40s, like a nightgown-y kind of slip that I think might look really nice under that. Actually, the colors will look really good. Anyway, we'll see. I might wear that during a Whatnot show, you know, and then what happens is people ask me if I'm selling what I'm wearing. Maybe that time I'll say yes. I don't know. I got to figure that strap out. I was really disappointed by that. I don't know if it would have changed my decision to get it. It might, I don't know. I didn't notice it till the cashier was ringing me up. All right, now I got to get into these other bags. I got to get this thing out of the way though. Hold on, I'm going to hurl this. There we go. Now we're getting into Sweaty Betty territory. This is going to be an endeavor, I'm telling you. Okay, so I got these giant IKEA bag things. 2 of them full of clothing and a couple of bags and some other doodaddy things. I paid $150 for both bags. I do feel like there's a couple of pieces in here that are going to make it really worth my while, and you will see what they are. But I also think that there's a lot of work in these 2 bags. All right, this bag I think is going to have stuff that I'm a little more excited about. You know, I don't like to do that. I like to save all my favorite stuff for the end, but I'm already here and this is very logistically difficult. So we're just going to go for it and see what happens. I'm going to maybe try to sort while I talk to you, but I don't know how successful I'll be with that. First up, I've got a couple of belts. So these are fun. This is just leather, long leather tie belt. You would sort of wrap this around multiple times. I'm just going to have some of these things like offered up on Whatnot for like $5 or something. We'll see. I haven't figured that out yet. I'm not going to go too crazy with it. Here's another one in brown. This is nice. These are Etienne Agnye. I don't know how to pronounce it. I only know that logo, but this is really nice leather. Feels really nice. So anyway, nice and long. I got that one. I got another belt here. This is cool. Nice heavy belt buckle. So this is the belt. And then there's that fat little heavy belt buckle. There was a lot of men's clothing here as well. I didn't really get, I got a couple of pieces of men's clothing, but not too much. All right. Let's see, this is over. I'm not really going to show you all these. I got a ton of hankies. My mother likes to use white like handkerchiefs instead of tissues. So I always try to pick them up when I find them, and they're fun. Like there's got a little of that stuff going on. She's not big into the embellishment like I am, but sometimes she likes, like she might like something like this with a little who's what going on. So there's a bunch of these. I don't know where I'm throwing stuff to like keep it separated. All right, let's see. Let's get some of y'all out on the floor here. I don't even know where to begin. Oh, another belt. Just like a fun, you know. This one's stretchy. Nan Lewis. I don't know anything about Nan Lewis. So I'm going to probably not even try to look it up, even though I probably should. I don't know. This is, look, this might be like the better stuff that I'm showing you here, which, you know, I don't like to do that. I want to save all the really good stuff and show you that last, but we're already here. It's too much. Okay. Oh my God. All right. I also got this thing. This is like an older, I don't know, stole type of situation. I just grabbed it because I was grabbing it. There was not like, this is very old and there really was not stuff of this age in the house. I'll also put this on Whatnot. It's got these little like hand things here. I don't understand what this does, but it doesn't really matter. I will offer this up on Whatnot as well for like stupid cheap, maybe $5. I don't even really know what it is, so it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might like it. This I might look up first. It's just a little silk scarfy thing, but where are we? I think that's Schiaparelli. It is unraveling here on that corner, but that's it. So I might look this up and see like a silk Schiaparelli. I might just do it on Whatnot because I don't fucking care, but I feel like I should look it up on eBay. And then I've got this. This one's cute also. This is Creation Jeune, which is like young, I think, in French. But it's just a pretty little scarfy thing. I don't know why I got them. All right, put those over there. Those accessory land. Okay. Let's get into this. Another stupid handkerchief. Okay, another scarf. This one was cool. Also silk. Whatevs. All right. I keep saying all right, and then I keep finding something similar. More freaking handkerchiefs. There's so many of these. All right, what is this thing? So this is, we're going to start here. Rizbiz, you can't have that. I'm sorry, ma'am. This is Carol Little, size 16. And it's just like a jackety shirt thing, right? Here's the print. This is... I might have something else that matches this. I don't remember if there's some other Carol Little pieces that I found, a couple here and there. So I don't know if I have like shorts or a skirt or something that might match this. So I think that's part of the reason I got that. This I think might also be Carol Little as well. Yeah, this is another Carol Little piece. You all know I have mixed feelings about Carol Little. There's some stuff I really love. But other times I feel like people are all like, Carol Little's great. And I'm like, okay, I keep believing you. But, you know, I was doing this bulk buy thing. Another part of it, too, is in doing this bulk buy, I was kind of looking to begin a relationship with this estate sale person so that if they do something like this again, oh my God, in the future, I will be invited or allowed or whatever, right? So that was part of it. Here's a sweater. These were kind of cute. This is, maybe I would put this into a current Whatnot show because it is like a cottony kind of sweater, but it is going to need a bath. This is Capacity. So here's the other thing. I don't really know what to do either with all this stuff because a lot of it is like plus sizey, and I feel like I could try and do another plus size show. This is an Alfred Dunner. This is marked 3X, and it's like a cute little cardigan thing, right? Acrylic. You know, I mean, in my most recent Whatnot show, I did sell something that was a much larger size, but also it was a piece that kind of can tie up and be smaller also. So I don't know. You know, I'm in that catch-22 of like, I don't usually have plus size stuff, so I don't draw a plus size crowd. So then when I do have plus size stuff, I don't really have the crowd to sell it to, you know, nothing. But we'll see what happens. This was really cute. This had a matching skirt, but the skirt, the waist was just totally shot and it was boring looking. I was like, you know, let me just get the top. I knew I was not going to take the time to try and replace the elastic in the waist or anything. It was, you know, sewn to the skirt. It wasn't like a channel set either. So, you know, but this was really cool. So I took that. What am I doing? That cannot go in there. Let's go over here. I got this dress. This is just a plain red dress, but it's like 70s, early 80s, Schrader Sport. This is marked size 18. I think it's probably more just like a modern extra large. I think it's like a maybe 16, but I haven't measured it yet. It's not buttoned and you can't really see it, but it's just like a little, you know, basic little red dress. It's cute. Let's see. I got this swimsuit. I don't know why I did this. I mean, I think it's cool. I think it's a cool swimsuit. I love the colors. This is, oh, sugar cookie. I'm dropping F-bombs left and right, and then I sugar cookie instead of shit. All right, that's fine. This is the swimsuit, right? I think the colors are really cool. I like it a lot. It is this the one? Maxine of Hollywood, which I think is a brand that people like a lot. I don't know what my success rate is going to be with some of this stuff. And this thing is all turned inside out. So, and I need to wash this and everything first. And when I say my success rate, I mean on Whatnot. I don't know if I'm going to, what do you belong to? Oh, I don't know. This is another belt thing that I grabbed. I think it's cute. It could also be really good in the hair. I'm not going to put it in my hair because it definitely needs to be washed. But so does my hair at this point. It's so disgusting. Another swimsuit, which I thought was a really fun print. Very cute. So let's see. Does this have a tag? I don't see a tag in here, which is kind of bad for size purposes, but what are you going to do? It's a cute swimsuit. It needs to be washed. All right. I got some nightgowny kind of stuff that I am excited about. I mean, not like excited, but like they're cute, more hankies in the way. So let's see. These I found sort of later in the visit. And so I feel like I was more excited for them than I normally would be because the stuff I was finding was so like not my normal jam. And these were a little bit more up my alley. But it's just a very plain robe kind of thing. But it's got this very pretty lace top. Little chiffon back there. And then it buttons down the front. Do we have a tag? Let's see. Okay. Yeah, shadow line. Like, this one's marked size large. So that'll be washed. The thing is, like, I know that I'm sounding very kind of lackluster about this. There were two things. Number one, I want to like build this relationship. So I didn't want to like show up to this pre-sale for bulk buys and walk out with like not really having picked much up, whatever. I know that she knows that I didn't have any expectations as to what was going to be there going in, but also, but also I got a couple of pieces that, 2 or 3 pieces that I think by themselves will cover this trip. So then it makes all the rest of this just kind of like, okay, cool. I can, I don't mind putting them up on Whatnot for a lower price. I have this nightgown, which I think is cute. And it's longer. And this, let's see, is a Vanity Fair, and it's marked size 38, which is, medium to large, I would say. So that's cute. It's going to need a bath as well. I'm going to need to sip some of this. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm going slow and like I'm being very monotone, but I've barely cracked the surface. It's not right. This is very pretty. And I feel like maybe I have a robe to it as well. They were not together. So, right. I like this a lot. And this, do you have a tag? Yes, you do. Okay. Vanity Fair, also size 38, which again, for nightgowns and lingerie, often a size like 38 would refer to the bust measurement. But usually it will fit a little bit larger than that. What is this thing? So this might be a robe that goes to that. If it is, it's dirtier. It was in a different location. I think this was hanging up in a closet and then that nightgown was in a drawer, but I don't remember fully. Yeah, this is also Vanity Fair size 38. So I think this is the robe that goes to that blue nightgown. So that's nice. 2 little friendly pieces. This thing is definitely one of my favorite pieces. It's really cute and I am legitimately excited about it. Wait till you see it. It's just a little pink house coat kind of thing. It's a model's coat. But look at that cute little flower on it. That's going to do well in my Whatnot show. I'm very excited about that one. That's adorable. So cute. And then I have another nightgown here, which is like fine. It's okay. Like whatever, So there's those. So far, I think all of that can get thrown in a washing machine. So, all right, let's see. What's under here next? Dig some of this stuff out. What is that? Oh, okay, I know what that is. All right. I was like, I'm being surprised by something. Did I put all these bags in the same bag? Sorry, hold on. All right. Okay. I found some men's ties. These are very cool. And they seemed older than a lot of the other stuff, but I'm not. And also, the house was really dark. There was no electricity, I don't think. Yeah, these are older. This is so cool. So this is a silk tie, skinny. This is probably like 60s era, right? Super skinny. And look at that tag. That's awesome. So that's very fun. Love that. And then this one I got, I think, just because it's Christian Dior. The tie itself, I'm like, whatever. I mean, it's kind of skinnier, but that we're getting a little, it's probably more like 80s, I would guess. So, Christian Dior, that's the only reason I got it. Hold on, I want to scooch a little closer to you because my hip is screaming at me every time I'm leaning over. This one is also Christian Dior and still has its original tag on it. There's that. This is, I don't know what that tag, and maybe it's not an original tag. Maybe it was like, because it's just got writing on it. I don't know, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's just one of these, right? Wherever he got it from, they hadn't worn it yet. So, okay. Then I've got one of these, another super skinny tie, really cool. It's not like the most fun print, but it's really skinny, which is fun. And I don't know if this has any tags on it. It does not, but I'm going to guess that it's also sort of 60s era just because of the other pieces it was with and how skinny it is and all that. This one's very cool. Super, super skinny. It's going to need a little bit of a steam to straighten it out. It's got some so it's just like a long skinny tie, but it's got these embroidery kind of like bits on it, which is cool. I love that. It's a little dirty though. And I'm going to be honest, I can probably try and soak it, but I don't know how much success I'm going to have. We'll see. A lot of this stuff was so hard to see because of how dark it was. This tie is very cool also. Again, skinnier. It's got all this going on. Do we have any kind of tag? No. No tags, but it's still cool. I like it. That there. And then is this the last tie? This one I think might be my favorite of the ties. No, that's not the last tie. Let's see, that one's very cool too. This one, look at this fucking thing, man. So it looks like knit kind of argyle, but it's not. It's like a textured kind of polyester material. The Clothes Horse in Goshen, New York. And then let's see what this tag says. Another tag here. This is folded in half, but it's so cute, but I want to unfold it so you can, oh, it's Rooster is the brand. I feel like I've seen that before. It's got a little rooster. Isn't that so cute? I love that. So that's a fun tie. And then the final tie, as far as I'm aware, this is Castle Bros. And this is what that tie looks like. So very cool. Another rooster. Ow, this is really hurting my hip, man. Don't get old, folks. Do get old. But be warned that when you get old, your hips are going to fucking hurt. All right, this thing I got because it's 100% cotton. It's gauzy. It's like a made in India. The print is fun. It's just like a, shirt. Claws plus. This tag is hanging on by a thread. Barely. This is mark size 3X also. So there's that. All right, good God, hip, please. Sorry, I gotta give her some relief here. Okay. Then I gotta get back to doing my yoga regularly because these hips are, my hips are not lying, I'll tell you that right now. This, I feel like there might be another part to this. I don't remember though. This is a skirt and it's a very lightweight, gauzy kind of situation. It is 100% silk. It's Adriana Papel. And I just thought it was really pretty, like very kind of fairy core. And it is a plus size. It's marked 22W. So I thought that was pretty. This might be more Carol Little. Or not. No, this is Maggie McNaughton. Maggie McNaughton. And it's just these little rayon shorts. And these are also, once again, plus size. So this is, what is this? Why don't I know? This is, I think, pants. They're marked size 32 or 18W. Yeah, it's just pants. These are fun. That's a fun print. I think they're 100% cotton, which is also really nice. Yeah. The elastic isn't fantastic, though. I'll tell you that. I don't know. I got them. Okay. More pants. These are new old stock. They're like, okay, but I got them partially because A, they're new old stock. B, they're green polka dot. The elastic is great. New old stock. I don't know if I already showed you this. These are marked just size large. But also they are stirrup pants. I don't know if anybody's going to care, but there we go. This is Carol Little. I don't remember if this matches a thing I showed you before, but they're pants. The pockets are inside out. Oh, those are pretty in the front. I like that floral print. This is what the back looks like. It's much less exciting in my opinion, but that's just me. And these are just marked Carol Little. They don't have any other tag in them, but the other Carol Littles are like Carol Little 2 or something, and this is just plain old Carol Little. So I don't know if that means that maybe they're not really plus size. I don't know. But there's Carol Little. Is this, what is this? This is, oh, Chow Women. This is okay. This is cute. Like, I feel like I would pick this up in my thrift or whatever. I'm kind of over the tropical print stuff, but also this is rayon, and then it's got that like banded bottom, and I thought that was kind of cute. So, you know. All right, this thing, I think this is 2 pieces. That's something else. I don't know what's happening here. This is a dress, Paradiso plus. And it's just black with this very pretty floral print on the bottom. Black tank dress. I feel like there's a top to it. Oh, here. Yes, there is. Let's see what this top looks like. Oh my God, there's so much going on here. Oh. Oh, it's more like dustery kind of top. That's cool. All right. So I got those 2. Next, did this go? Yeah, this is the top to the Adriana Papel skirt that I said was very like fairy core and whatever. So that's very pretty as well. That's nice. There are some really nice pieces in here. Maybe I should try and schedule another sort of like plus size specific show. This is just another sort of like fancy dustery jacket. Ronnie Nicole 2. And it's just that slinky knit kind of fabric, and it's got like this silvery shit going on. There were other pieces that went with this, but it was just like the slinky knit pants and a plain black top. They're very boring, so I took just the jacket thing. Look at this. There's another tie under here. Although, oh, I was going to say, it looks like it's seen better days, which it has. It's another really skinny one, but it had that on it. So apparently I was, you know, I was like, but it's very like, it really needs like a steam because it's all jacked and it's also very dirty. There's a tag on here. It says Windsor tie, resilient. So that's cute. Neat little tie. All right. Then I have this thing. This is Ralph Lauren, like 90s Ralph Lauren. It's marked 3X. But I thought it was cool with the zipper front. I know you can't see me right now. I don't think it matters, right? This was like a freshly dry cleaned item, but the problem is stuff's been sitting in that house so long that freshly dry cleaned might not necessarily matter. But I'll tell you what, I'm not doing it again. So that's going to get listed as is. All right, let's see. Hold on. Let me move these guys over. Hold on. These are grand finale items that I don't want to show you yet because I got to save something really good for the end, you know? Yeah, I don't think these are in. Like I said, the house was very dark. It was hard to see what was going on. So I think these might not be in as good condition as I was hoping, but I still think they're going to be really good sellers. We'll get to that though. I found this pair of Tommy Hilfiger pants. They're just maroon corduroy, but they look like older Hilfiger. So I got them. I was like, let me see. Maybe they'll, like, this will be like an eBay thing also. If they're not selling for tons on eBay and I don't feel like listing it, I'll probably just like donate them to my thrift guy. Then what is this? This is a 2-piece set. This is nobody. I don't know who this is. Lanford 2. I don't know what that is. Again, mark size 16. So we've got this pants. These are pretty cool. I like this set. And then the shirt that matches it. And it's like a longer tunic style. They're pretty cool. Those are not bad. And then I got this thing. This is also probably eBay bound because, oh, it's new with tags. I didn't notice that. And it says 2-piece garment, but I think I only have the 1 piece. But I don't know. I think so. This is Blue Cactus, which I feel like also has like a bit of a following. It's not $1 million item, you know, but they like, I feel like they're good for like the 40 to 50-ish dollar range, possibly. I'm getting so like sweaty and disgusting. I did not shower after I came home, even though I desperately wanted to, because I knew I'd have to handle all this stuff to do a video for you. So I'm like, all right, let's just hunker down and do it. Also, my poor hair, man. I should normally still get like another weekish out of having done it, and maybe not quite a week, but I don't know. But it was shot within like 2 days because of the humidity, and now this whole ordeal has really done my hair in. All right, next up, I'm on to the second bag now. I got this thing, which like okay, so here's the thing. I like this. I think this is really cool. It's like a cotton denim-y weekender duffel bag type of situation. I've sold one on Whatnot before, and then I had another one that I got that I haven't sold. Actually, I think I've sold 2 on Whatnot. And then, so I have another one that I haven't sold that I've got sitting around somewhere. Here's the tag for this. And so then, because I have one that still hasn't sold, I guess I thought it would be good to pick up another. But also, this one's like a dark, obviously. I really like this. This is pretty. It's got this front pocket. Look at that patch. Can't see you, but you can see the patch. That's really cool. All right. What is this? This is so dumb. Why did I get this? This is a little granny kind of sweatshirt. One of these things. Like, I don't... Why? Why did I do this? I got that. What is this? This is Slinky pants. Why did I get these? I have no idea. Carol Little, that's why I got them. I think I got them thinking maybe they'll go to something else that I also grabbed. So we'll see. I don't know. They're just stretchy, slinky Carol Little pants. This one I like. This is something. It's also filthy though. Lorac Original, not Lands. Lorac Original. And it's a pretty little floral cotton dress. This is a lot of shit going on though. I didn't see this. Like I said, it was so dark in that house. Like, look at all this like spotty. I don't know if those are stains or if that's like foxing. And don't ask me what foxing is. I know that foxing, I think it's foxing, because foxing makes all these tiny little brown stains, but I don't know what causes that. I don't know if it's like a mold or if it's just a deterioration of fabric or something. The dress also had a belt that went with it. But I'm going to have to see. I'll soak that and see what happens. I am so sweaty. All right, this hair's got a holy just... Sorry, we're going to get this out of the way. Normally, I'm not this aggressive with my hair, but it's so gross that I'm going to need to wash it. I'm not preserving any of the nice little curly parts. All right, this dress I actually like, and there's 2 of these, so we'll come across the other one. This is just, it's not like printed or anything. It's all a solid color. I think this says Zanzuki. Now, if that's like a crazy brand, and I was like, oh my God, a Zanzuki. I don't know. The tag is cool looking. This feels very cotton gauzy. What is it made out of? It is a secret. It does not want to tell me. It feels like cotton. So you've got that like, you know, dolman sleeve, that elastic waist, and then just like this wide skirt. So it's very pretty. This one I am very excited about. You got all this like edge down there. It's very pretty. And I think that's really nice. I think that'll be a nice piece for Whatnot eventually when I can get it on there. And I don't know if that'll be Thursday or some other day. What is this? This is a skirt, I think. This one's cute. Okay, so I said all the good stuff was in the other bag, but this is some good stuff in here. So yay for me. Judith Ann. I feel like I've seen Judith Ann tags before and liked them. The elastic on this is bad. It's actually pretty bad. But the skirt is so pretty. I don't know. Like the elastic, I don't know if I didn't check it. Like it's like just kind of donezo. That's annoying. And it's sewn to it, so it's not going to be easy for me to change. I don't know. I might try to sell it as is. It's a really pretty skirt, you know? I don't know. Figure it out. Because I needed to add to my project pile. Oh, I forgot I got this thing. This is a little tiny, tiny, tiny book. Right? I got this for my boyfriend's sister because she is very religious, and this looks like religious-y, and it's just old and it's cool. Let me see. Oh my God, there's a date down here, but I don't know that it's the date the book was printed. I can't read any of this right now. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. But that's what that all says in the front. This is, you know, damaged, but it's cool. I just thought it was really nice. And, you know, like this is what some of the inside looks like. Canon of Mass, right? Very cool. So I'm going to put that to the side here. I forgot all about that little sucker. All right. Next, I got this Eileen Fisher top, which I'm not going to sell at all. This is, my mom wears a lot of Eileen Fisher. And so Eileen Fisher has kind of like a buyback program where you can bring pieces in and turn them in, and they give you like a $5 credit towards something else, which I think that if you are buying Eileen Fisher at the store, as an example, here's the tag for this, 110 bucks. And this is an old Eileen Fisher tag. So, you know, you're buying something for 110 bucks and then you turn it in and they're like, here's $5. You know, it's kind of bullshit, I think, but this was at TJ Maxx for $25. I didn't know TJ Maxx did Eileen Fisher. Anyway, I'm going to give this to my mom so that she can turn it in for $5 credit for Eileen Fisher. So that can go over there. All right, let's see. Next, I got this thing. Let's see. This and this, I think. This was in a man's closet, and I got it. I got the pants because I thought they were really cool. And I didn't really look at them, honestly. I just kind of snatched them up. But look at this. I want these. So, let's see. Thompson, and that's the store, Kessel Brothers. I don't know if these have a size marked on them. Made in USA. So, whatever. So I got the pants, but then it had the jacket as well. And it's a cool color. And then I took the jacket because I guess, like, I don't know. I don't know that I'll sell it as a set. And I don't know if I will. It's a man's suit. Here's the tags here. Those are cool also. That one. But I would totally just like list this on Whatnot because like we steal men's clothes all the time. We don't care. You know, just a dry clean tag. Who cares? So this is pretty cool. I didn't really look it over too much, but it's neat. I love the colors, obviously. This is just a little pastel plaid shirt, cotton. Not very exciting in my opinion. This is, I don't know why I got this. This is a sweatshirt. It's kind of like an inside out. So I don't know if it actually, yeah, it's like the cozy fleece part is on the outside. And then that's what the inside looks like. That's the tag. Outdoor sportsman, you know. So whatevs. Let's see. Here's a sweater. This I was excited about. This was very cool. Who made this? This is Studio Collection 2. But this is like my kind of sweater, but it's only on the front. The front is very elaborate and awesome. Look at how pretty that is. The back, boo. Yay. But that's cool. I was excited about that. Another pair of men's pants from the man's closet. Same brand and everything, the whole Thompson, whatever. Plaid. They're cool. I like them. I think they're nifty. All right, let's see. What else do we got in here? This is a little jackety person thing. I think more Carol friggin' Little. This says dress on it, Carol Little dresses, but I think it's a jacket, like a dustery kind of jacket. There we go. Carol Little. All right. I'm going to need to get way more enthusiasm if I want to sell these things. What is this? These are pants? I don't even remember seeing these, let alone putting them in my bag, but I guess I did. I think they're pajama pants. I literally don't remember these. Fever dream, I guess. I don't know. Or they got in there by accident maybe, but yeah, these are pajama pants. I didn't do that on purpose. So whatever, it's fine. What are these? Oh, this is cute. It needs to be washed, but this is like a little like kerchief kind of situation. I liked that. That was fun. There we go. This is pretty. This is just a little robe kind of thing. I liked the design on it. I thought the design was really pretty. Did I really pick this up with no fucking waist tie? Looks like I did. Yay for me. So impressed with myself. Where's that tag? Okay. Let's see. Let's see what else we got and let's be excited. Right? Because there's people watching this on YouTube, Laura. And they don't want to watch you be bored. All right. This is a little denim jumper kind of dress. Again, I think it's kind of just like meh, whatever. But it's also, I feel like cute little denim dresses are good staple pieces. This is another like plus size. This is marked 2X. So that's cute. This is another one of those blue cactus pieces. This is a dress. Blue cactus. Again, probably more eBay bound. Oh, there we go. So it's got like this kind of stuff is common for them with this little painted design thing on it. And that's not a pocket, that's a patch. There's a pocket here. And then there's more painted stuff down here on the bottom. So this is just a long cotton dress. It's cute. It's, again, not like my thing, but I know there's a following for this brand. So let's see. There's another sweater. I think this one is really pretty as well. But again, they're sweaters. It's so hot right now. There's that tag. Here's the sweater. Very pretty. But I'm dripping. So I can't even imagine trying to sell that right now. Oh, that thing is cool in there. I forgot about that. This is not the thing that I just said was cool. Oh, I think this is more blue cactus. Blue cactus filling up my bag. It's got some kind of print on it somewhere. There it is. Right? Cute, cute. Just a long dress situation. Look at this pile. It's like burying me. What is this? This is a slip, just a black slip. You know, black slip. This is a Kaiser, probably like 80s. This is mark size 48. It's an upside down tag. I'll sit my little baby again. Okay, let's see. Put you behind me so I don't knock you over, I guess. What is in here? Oh, this one's cute. I forgot about this one. I'm excited about this one too. This one, Peggy U. And it's a cute little shirt. I like that. Very polyester, but it's cute. And I like the print. And printed on the back too. Yay. What is this thing? Oh, this is a blazer. This is a cute blazer. Picone Sport. Oh, there you go. And it's just, a blue floral blazer. It's cute. So let's see. What is this? Oh, this is Judith Ann, and it goes with that skirt where the waistband was all shot. I didn't realize that they were 2 pieces. This is really pretty. I love this. This is the blouse. Look at, I got to get this pile. Look at, it's all sparkly. Isn't that pretty? This is ridiculous because I can't even show you things because this pile is just in the way. All right. Yay, that's so much fun. Cool. All right, let's see. What is, this is another denim skirt. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is a denim culotte thing. So that's why that was cute. And correct. Let's see. What is this? This is a cute little shirt dress. I think it's like a shirt dress. So this is also like, is it made in India? 100% cotton, made in, oh, Pakistan. God, I thought it said Paris something. So Chandri. It's just like this chambray kind of shirt, but it's got like this fun little country little print, but it's like longer. So it's got this very long shirt tail kind of thing. And I'm saying, so I apologize too, because I'm saying it's like a shirt dress. And if this is just longer because it's, oh, it says free size. Okay, I think it is a shirt dress. I was like, if it's just longer because it's plus size, that I don't really have a good gauge of dimensions for plus size stuff, but this does seem too long. Like this, not too long, but it's like, whatever, tunicky, maybe on a plus size person or a dress on, someone. It's cute. This is cute. Cute little plaid skirt. Again, like nothing like, not a 70s Lurex disco outfit, but it's cute, Let's see. This is, oh, a shirt. Okay. Another little kind of pastel plaid shirt. What is this? Why can't I get you out? You keep getting like stuck on other things. This is a skirt. I believe the elastic on this one is good. This one's Impressions, which makes very cute stuff. This is also new old stock. Got marked down. Oh, Filene's Basement marked down to $19.99 at some point. But very pretty. It's like a broomstick style skirt, and the elastic is in great condition. Thankfully, some things in great condition. Elastic. What is this? Is this another freaking blue? No. This is the other cotton gauze. Zoomy Zoom. What is that called? Zanzucci or whatever. So very pretty. I love this. It's just a solid plain color, but I think it's so pretty. I love the cut. I think it's going to be like one of those super comfortable summer pieces. So that was exciting. This, does this have, yes, this has something else. Oh, it's had 3 pieces. So this is Wilroy. And this is like a little jackety kind of guy. It's semi-sheer. It's pretty. There's that. And then it has this skirt with, once again, the elastic is jacked, but the skirt's cute. And it has this little top. So, which I'm not doing a very good job of holding up at all, but it doesn't matter. Little 3-piece set. It's cute. And then what is this thing? Literally don't know what this is either. So it says good times. Good times. And I guess it's just a jackety kind of oh, no, that's right. Okay. I got this because it's like, this is the sleeve, right? It's very Dolman sleevey. It's very 80s probably kind of free size as well. I thought it was really cool, so that's why I got this. Okay, remember that. And I think there's one more thing in this bag. Yeah, this thing is also pretty cool. I hope it's in decent condition. It's hard to see. This is sort of like, I'm going to call it a towel dress, but it's like later, like maybe 90s. It's not like, and it's not actually made out of towels, I don't think, but it's like a terry clothy kind of thing. Is your zipper okay, my friend? It goes down and then it doesn't, there we go. Okay. So here we go. It's all this like animal print kind of towel dress situation, which is very cool. But it's Mary McFadden, which is also another brand that sells really well. So that's very cool. And I'll probably put it on Whatnot. Again, if I look it up and it's going to sell for like $200 on Etsy, then I might not put it on Whatnot. But I'm also right now, once again, overwhelmed with all of the fucking bullshit that I have going on in here. So I told you that I had one last thing, that I was saving these pieces for the end, and that I'm hoping that these kind of like cover everything. Now, the condition on them is a little questionable because, like I said, it was very dark in that house. But I got 3 leather bags that I'm very excited about. So let's see. Let me pull these 2. So first I have this one. And this one is like sort of suitcasey, valise kind of, right? It's heavy. It's really nice. It's got this like great hardware on it. And the brand on this is called Merino Orlandi, and it's made in Italy. I have never heard of this before, but I mean, that literally means nothing half the time. I looked this up on eBay, and it did seem like it had some nice comps. So like here, I'm trying to show you like this. This is the inner liner, but I can't get close enough without knocking your camera over. So I don't want to do that. But so you can see this is like a really nice size. This one looks like it's in very lovely condition. So I'm super excited about this one. Yeah, I mean, this hardware is so cool. This is a really nice bag. So I got that one. Oh my God, hold on, sorry. And then I got a second one, which I believe, yeah, it's also the same brand. This one, it looks like the leather is very discolored. This is so big. Look at this thing, man. But I don't know if the leather being discolored is necessarily going to be, like, I think it looks really cool. Look at how big this thing is. This thing is like, you could fit like a person in here. I'm not saying you should, but I'm saying probably can. This is huge, but you can see how the color on this is not the same. It's probably sitting in the sun or something. I don't know. So, you know, I'll mess around with these, and then the inside is just, you know, all that. So I'm hoping that they sell for a nice amount of money. And then the third thing that I found, the third leather bag that I found, was really nice. It's kind of like, not briefcasey, but kind of like whatever, right? And then it's got this strap and everything. And it's a fry bag. So I'm very excited about that. So I have no idea if this particular silhouette is in demand, but it's a really nice bag. And so again, I'm hoping that those 3 kind of like make the trip worthwhile for me, because the rest of the clothing, I mean, there's some cool stuff in there for sure. But I like to do that in general when I buy in bulk from an estate sale. When I get a price from the dealer, the seller, person running the sale, if I feel like I've got like a handful of pieces that could pay for that, then I feel okay with the buy, you know? And so in this case, I felt like these leather bags would be able to cover it. I knew that I wasn't positive about the condition. I mean, obviously all the clothing and stuff, I'm just really bad with numbers in general, in the sense that, like, if you show me a pile of stuff and you want me to estimate how much it is, I don't freaking know. And even though I obviously collected all of this stuff, I didn't count as I went. So it's very hard for me to kind of estimate how many pieces this is. And so then trying to, like, I would have to actually count them, and I don't have the patience to do that a lot of the time. But anyway, that's all the stuff that I found. So I hope that you liked this haul or that you had fun with it. I know that the lighting is not great today, but I could not bear to put these freaking lights on. I've got the AC cranking full blast, but my AC is such a tiny little, working this little booty off, and barely getting it done. And I couldn't put those lights on. I was going to die. And now I'm going to die more, and I'm going to go take a shower, and I'm so excited to take a shower. You have no idea. Thank you so much for watching this. Thank you for dealing with me talking so much. And I will see you again soon. Thanks, friends. Bye.